John's been sleeping rough in Leicester for a year. His story's a familiar one. Once he had a home, a partner and children. But the relationship broke down. He lost his house, got into trouble and went to prison and lost everything.
I've lost all my ID, so you need an address to get ID and you need an ID to get a job. It's just a vicious circle at the moment. I mean, I'm injured, ill at the moment, so I can't work at the moment, but I am normally like work, you know what I mean?
So you've got a problem with your leg at the moment, haven't you? Would you mind showing it to us?
I can't get the tissue off, it's stuck to it. It hurts.
This woman, I'll call her Sarah, it's not her real name, she had a drug problem and was a victim of domestic violence. I've disguised her identity because she doesn't want her mum or her children to know how she's living. She's just come out of prison and, like John, is living on the streets.
I shoplifted to put myself in prison for somewhere to live and I just don't go to probation, so I keep going back there. I feel broken-hearted, I've got nobody, because my kids have to live with my family because I don't want them in care, and I can't be around my family because that puts my children in danger because of my ex-partner coming and bothering me. So it's all just swings and roundabouts all the time.
Both have painful bacterial skin conditions they can't get rid of. Sarah's face is blistered and she has a hole in her leg caused by an infection because she can't keep clean.
There's no way of keeping yourself clear of it. The bus station used to let me in and have a bit of a wash, but then you're straight back out here. All I want is to get up and have a bath and make a coffee and put my music on in the morning and bathe my skin and do those normal things because it's hard to face people.
Finding somewhere to live feels impossible. John's on the council waiting list along with 6,000 others.
Well, if we get a property, then I will believe I can start trying to organise my life again. But while I'm out here, you can't do nothing like that. You just got to, like, day by day. You know what I mean? It's hard.
It's crazy. There's no way a country like ours, it's supposed to be one of the richest countries in the world, should just let these people live on the streets. I mean, John, we've got to know John. He's a genuine guy. He's very intelligent. Like I say, he's got a lot to give. You know, they just need to be taken care of, taken off the streets, put in a facility where they can adapt and mentally get back to normal run-of-the-mill life.
Sarah says she's got her hopes up before of finding somewhere to live, but nothing's come of it.
I can't take any more people saying, oh, come back tomorrow or come back next week or maybe, because the uplift and then the deflation is devastating.
Patrick's a support worker for the Bridge charity Homeless to Hope. He says even if their clients do find somewhere to live, if they have little money and no support, it makes them vulnerable to homelessness again.
Once one issue starts and the rest comes, so for instance like now we can get a chap into his own place. Once we get him into his own place, then he could have a hiccup with his benefits. If his benefits ain't paid, then he's sanctioned. So all these kind of things spiral, you know, for these guys. So we're just there to try and obviously help and support them through.
Both John and Sarah know their precarious lifestyles are putting them at risk. 100 homeless people have died since October. In March this year, a homeless man was found dead in a tent in the snow near a church in North Nottinghamshire.
I've not been attacked by anyone. You know, I know a few people who have. I haven't personally, but it's been very tough. I'm 45 years old and I feel like 85 at the moment.
Occasionally there is good news. A homeless man who was living in a garage in Leicester spoke to me for ITV Central earlier this year about his situation. A Good Samaritan saw Jimmy's interview online and found him a place to live and some work in Leeds. Sadly, though, the 30 or so people who'll be sleeping rough in Leicester tonight haven't been so lucky. Jane Hesketh, ITV News, Leicester.